Continuing on here at Ann Lee Pond Nature and Historic Preserve, we see quite a colony here of dwarf ginseng. It's one of our ephemeral spring wildflowers. I'm trying to get a closer look for you. You can see the flower buds on top of the plant. It's still going to be a while before these bloom. Probably another at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. Dwarf ginseng. And here we have red trillium. It's in bud stage, as you can see, also called wake robin. And another of our early spring, I should say, wildflowers, of course, is many varieties and species of violets. See this tiny little white bloom. This is either our northern white violet or the white sweet violet. I'd have to actually check the guide myself, but it's one of those two. Again, one of our early season violets. Along this portion of the trail, you can see a lot of small trees angling in, looking for sunshine. These trees are pin cherry. It's one of our native wild cherries. It's distinct from black cherry and choke cherry in that these do not have racemes of blooms. If you look at the very top, I don't know if I can pull it in for you, at the very ends of some of the branches, you'll see little flower clusters. Those are individual flowers. While they're in a cluster, they don't form a raceme, which would have kind of its own internal stem that the flowers would come from. And therefore the fruit would also be bearing off that same pattern. So this is one of the main things that distinguishes it from black cherry and choke cherry, two other of our native cherry species. This one again is called pin cherry, also known as fire cherry, bird cherry. Has a very classic, very red fruit to it with a big pit, but it's a delicious fruit. I'm surprised to find this cluster of beaked hazelnuts still in bloom, and if I can have any luck and have you see the little very tiny female flowers, which are fuchsia colored, doesn't seem to be wanting to go and focus for me. Here's a fairly good look. These are the female flowers. If you look around, you see the kind of browning catkins. Those are the male flowers. This is a wind pollinated species, typically done blooming by now, and these red flowers will become the fruit this year. Typical hazelnuts that you would find in the store.